I just spent a couple hours of my day taking a test for my teaching licensure since I'm moving to a new state. So mind you, I've already taken teacher tests to get my teacher licensure in a different state, but when you move to a new state, no matter how much experience you have, there's different steps that you have to follow and go through to get your licensure. So something that I had to do was take special education tests to get licensed in the state of Minnesota, which is fine, okay? I'm glad that we have procedures that need to be done to make sure we are hiring people and have people in our classrooms that are qualified to teach. But let me tell you, I do have beef with the people that made these tests, because the people that made these tests have never stepped foot in a classroom, and it's abundantly clear by the questions that they're asking. The test I took today won't even show a sliver of what I can do as a special education teacher. It doesn't show all the cool and unique and innovative behavior intervention plans that I've created and programming that I've thought of and accommodations that we've tried and implemented and modifications that I've made to help students be successful. Like, no, it doesn't show any of that. It asks me these questions that it must think are black and white questions, but they're not. They're subjective, because how I as a teacher will respond to a situation might be different than another teacher responds to a situation. And guess what? It might work equally effectively for both teachers depending on how they do it. But these questions are giving you a hypothetical scenario and expecting you to give one black and white answer when the choices that they give aren't super black and white. Like, how is that testing what anybody really knows, okay? The only reason I feel like I might have done okay on the test was because I took a practice test, and from the practice test, I learned what type of answers they'd be looking for on the real test. So it's one of those things that we talk about, obviously, as teachers, teaching kids, and as early as elementary school, all the way up to now, I'm an adult, we're teaching kids and people how to take a test rather than the content that's in the test. Somebody sit down with me and ask me some questions on special education. Somebody sit down with me and ask me questions on due process and eligibility and accommodations and modifications and behavioral programming. Like, I'll nail that. I'm ready. Put me in a classroom. But that test I took today, good grief. And here's the scary part. I'm scared I might not have passed. I've been teaching for many years, and still I took that test and I was like, what was that even testing? Am I gonna pass? What if I have to take it again? That's what I think about testing for licensure or standardized testing in general, okay? There's gotta be a better way.